Get it popping. Um, cool. So this the official PackChat first podcast that we finna be releasing and dropping. Maybe we should do a real quick roundtable. I'm Duran. Everybody want to go around and introduce yourself real quick?
Shit going on with y'all, man. I'm Ed. You can call me whatever y'all want, man. Just call me Ed.
Darren, nice to meet y'all. You feel me? You know, I'm gonna be my usual self, talking crazy, giving good takes,
Good takes is crazy.
good takes, exceptional takes.
Y'all know who it is, man.
No, we don't.
Man with the motherfucking plan. King. Duran, nigga. What's a prince to a king? See,
Oh my God.
fuck.
He over here quoting Drake, bro.
No, nigga, bomb, nigga.
Let's dive straight into it, man. We want to talk about the Western Conference play-in tournament. Start tomorrow, I believe, or Wednesday actually.
No,
Not just the playing.
Tuesday.
The playing in general just starts on Tuesday.
Okay,
Tuesday.
so the play-in.
Playoffs start on the 20th. So what is that, Saturday?
The play-in start tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
play-in.
mean, not the play. I said the actual playoffs. I said the actual playoffs start on Saturday,
Yeah, I think the actual playoffs start on Saturday.
the 20th. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's hop into it. Let's hop into it with the Western Conference play-in tournament. First game, or at least the 9 versus 10, is Golden State and the Kings to fight for that 8 seed. So who y'all got, man? Who y'all think gonna take that game?
I ain't gonna lie. I think the Kings gonna get them, bro. I feel like the only way they really gonna, I feel like the only way Golden State can push through that is if Clay becomes Clay of old in some way, shape, or form. And then Steph, of course, got to be Steph. But Draymond's defense on some bonus is going to be real key in that matchup on how Golden State either prevails or gets blown out.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm taking the Warriors, bro.
Taking the Warriors.
Period, point blank. I'm taking Curry. I feel like the Kings and the Warriors typically go blow for blow, but I think overall it's like a big brother, little brother thing, like the Lakers and the Clippers. I'm taking the Warriors.
Bro, why you gotta bring the Lakers and Clippers in there, bro? Don't do that, bro. We not the little brother. We not the little brother for real.
Y'all the little bros. Well, we gonna get to that
little
later.
bros. We not the little bros.
We'll get
Continue.
to that
I just wanted you to know that, you feel me. We the 4th seed. You feel me? The Lakers is the 8th seed. I'm just saying. But we can get into that later. But
So
Paul, you want to go? Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. I just looked up a little bit of the stats just to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I didn't know that the Warriors is the best rebounding team in the league, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that. But I think that, I'm not gonna lie, I think that the Warriors is gonna win. Curry in the last play in that they was in, he went off. So I'm not gonna lie, I think that Curry gonna tee up. Somebody brought up a great point that I seen about the Kings, which is that they really just on a downhill slope ever since the All-Star game. So like they was like in the top 4 before the All-Star break, and now they 9th. So something going on. They not really putting something together. Especially in the idea that they got the same record as the Warriors, which is kind of crazy to think about, because the Kings literally have a better core, in my opinion, because of the fact that the Warriors is getting a little older. So it's like, why? I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, what's really going on? You feel me? So either they got to really get it together, which I don't know is possible, but at the same time, I think that the Warriors is gonna end up they just used to it already. You feel me? So it's like Ev said, bro, if Clay do what he needs to do and Draymond play the defense that he usually play, you feel me? They lock in on what they do. It ain't nothing really to worry about for the Warriors, but it's a lot more for the Kings because they already getting a lot of negative press and the idea of like, y'all niggas was, you feel me? Y'all was good. You feel me? So.
Hey, let me just help you out on that Warriors touch though. The last time they was in the playoffs, they lost the play-in. They lost in the last time they was in the play-in.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the first year. I'm thinking about the first year now.
Yeah, 2021.
That the year that Curry went off?
That's what I said. Curry went off. I didn't say that they won. I said Curry went off.
Definitely got a good record in the playoffs.
He ain't even really go off like that. He led the league in scoring that year, but
No,
not
in the
the play-in.
play-in,
That
in the
was it. No,
play-in, he went
talking about
crazy.
the year.
What did he do
talking
in the
about the
play-in? I
year
don't remember
before
that.
they won the. We talking about the year before they won a championship.
Yeah, 2021, right?
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
lost I think in the play-in.
they lost that first game to LA, and then they lost that second game to Memphis.
and they got
What year was that?
but it was just Curry, but he still was going crazy though. The next year they won a championship.
I don't think he went crazy against Memphis. I could be wrong. I know he went crazy against LA.
Okay,
He blitzed LA. But I
That's
don't know.
what I'm particularly talking about was the fact that how crazy he went in the play-in.
No, you don't.
go ahead, Clyde.
My prediction is Kings don't get ready like that being y'all cooked.
Mm.
I think the thing is you don't have Brian at the 8th seed and then Steph at the 10th seed and not have a chance for them both in the playoffs. I don't think Steph losing this opportunity to get the playoffs. I don't think the Kings got it this year to just give it to Steph and be a barn burner. And then I don't think that the Pelicans just losing by 15 yesterday is going to come back on Tuesday and win a one game playoff situation against the Lakers. Bron, I don't think that either.
I got a hot take on that one. Yeah, ask y'all something. Do y'all think the Lakers are going to lose on purpose so they don't have to play the Nuggets in the first round?
Oh, then they go play.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm a LeBron fan. I ain't trying to see Yoke in the first round, bro.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro.
They not play Jokic in the first round.
If they win that first game, they're the 7th seed.
So I mean, like more than likely, yeah, that's what they wanted. They didn't want to see. Nobody want to see Denver. Who want to?
That's true.
So
But
they gonna lose.
at some point, if you really want to flourish, you gotta go through them. If you the Lakers and you beat Denver, you also gotta look at it from a health standpoint. You still got AD, who typically is hurt for whatever reason. He's gonna be the freshest in that first round. So if you look at Clyde, hey, all I'm saying is, bro, if I'm the Lakers and you still gotta beat the Nuggets to get to the shit anyway.
If I'm
taking it, bro. And that's another thing. Like from a sportsmanship standpoint, I'm not ducking nobody, bro. I'm not ducking nobody. The only team in the West that got the best chance of really competing against the Nuggets is damn near the T-Wolves from like a matchup standpoint.
But the Nuggets is gonna play the T-Wolves after the first round.
So that's why you would duck them?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was on the same lineup as Ed, where I was like, "Bruh, the Clippers Mavericks is gonna be a good series," but I'm biased, so you feel me? Yeah, that's a good Western Conference Final pathway right there. That top. Go ahead.
If I'm Steph Curry and the Warriors, I would want the Timberwolves in the first round.
No, you don't. Whoa, no, you don't. the fucking Warriors is 0-3 against the Timberwolves. They lost every game.
Like that, who got a superstar, bona fide superstar, Anthony Edwards, but it's kind of like they first real entrance in the playoffs as a superstar. I think Steph take advantage of that.
Bro, this ain't his first rodeo in the playoffs.
I know it's not his first rodeo in the playoffs, but his first rodeo in the playoffs is a bona fide superstar. So people respect.
He was the bona fide scorer every time he was in the playoffs, regardless of him being a superstar or not.
At this point in time, he's carrying his team by himself.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Who else up with him?
They have Karl Anthony Towns and what you call it? Mike Conley's playing good right now. Jaden McDaniels is playing good.
What about Tim Hardaway?
Nas Reed.
That's the Mavs. That's the Mavs.
Okay.
Alexander Walker's still doing good. They got some pieces that
That's
can
what I'm
develop
saying.
something.
Nah, bro, that's a good team.
And you got Kyle Anderson. You still got
good team,
you got
bro.
a good rotation. At least a good seven person rotation that can still. Everybody on that rotation. Everybody on that rotation can get you a bucket and get you a stop.
Yes.
Lakers or the Warriors, their first round exit.
I'm not gonna lie, like the Lakers is a better matchup for the Timberwolves than the Warriors. The Warriors ain't got no chance for real.
Yeah,
against the T-Wolves?
I agree with that.
Against the T-Wolves, but they ain't got no chance, bro.
Okay. So, but what I'm saying, so to answer your question, like, where are you at on that question then, Darren? Because you said that you was along the line to thinking of Ev of like ducking the, you wanna duck the Nuggets. So, but what are you thinking? Is that what you saying?
I'm saying that the easiest pathway for any team is the Thunder. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm willing to take the Thunder over the T-Wolves or the Nuggets every time.
Every
Like
time.
Why? But like,
the
why?
T-Wolves
Why
is
are we scared of
legitly.
the Nuggets?
Why are we scared of the champions of last year?
They got the best.
What?
They got the best player on the
You
planet.
said what?
They got the best player on the planet, bro.
Bro, SGA's in we gonna talk
He's not
about
the best. He's not the best player on the planet.
No.
SGA is in contention for the MVP. What are we talking about?
Him being in contention for the MVP does not mean he's the best player on the planet, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that you got two potential MVPs on each side of the ball. Like, why? I don't know, bro. I'm not.
And
Shea got a 10% probability to win MVP. Jokic is dominating by 55%. So like he not really a contest.
We can talk about this a little later, but SGA got my MVP vote. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the MVP vote race. I'm not. That's not even the topic we're talking about right now. Because if we talking about MVPs, we can talk about that when that's time to come. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just who the best player on the planet is.
Bro, I'm not scared of the, you shouldn't be scared of the Nuggets, bro. If that's how you going in your life, you already lost.
Nah, like from an outside looking in perspective, bro. Like if I'm the Lakers, I'm definitely finna go in, and if I have to play the Nuggets, bro, bro, we gonna have smoke for them, and we gonna do what we need to do to win. But from an outside looking in perspective, bro, bro, that ain't a series that any Lakers fan wants to see. It's just
bro.
not.
I feel like that's every fan in the league, though. Like, no, like this is the first team that I've heard from a playoff standpoint. It's like, bro, I want to go around avoiding this team. I haven't heard playoff runs.
Nah, we've heard that a couple times.
Go ahead, go out. What you say?
I said you've heard that before. Like you definitely heard that before. It's not the first time niggas done try to duck the team. Like people done duck niggas before.
Yeah.
Like my thing is, what's the thing in there? Because if they this big bad team, then you gonna see them regardless.
See them later.
Come
on, bro.
Now I ain't gonna lie. It's like this. Would you want to see the Nuggets in their first series when they fresh, or you want to see them niggas goddamn 12 games in? I mean, not 12 games in, 8 games in.
And you got to think about it from the standpoint that most of their players is coming off of injury, especially they good, like Lakers standpoint, rotational pieces. Gabe Vincent, who else? I know AD just came back off of an injury, and he just had a stellar game last night too against the Pelicans. Like, come on, bro. Like, I want a fresh AD. That's the only AD because we seen what happened last year. They got swept by the Nuggets.
Yeah, but I mean, AD, like everybody's whole thing about AD last year was that he was off and on, good game, bad game, good game, bad game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I rather, and we talking about Gabe Vincent. I rather Gabe Vincent just go ahead and get in the rhythm before we just dump him through the fire against the Nuggets.
He just came off of a championship. That was just in the championship last year.
But he's been hurt this whole entire year.
That's true. But that's what I'm saying, though. You need if you want to go with durability, is my thing is you're gonna be fresh right now as opposed to maybe 1 or 2 series later.
Hey, Darren, if you got basketball reference up right now?
Yes, sir.
Look up what Gabe Vincent is shooting from 3. I bet you he's shooting under 30, close to like 25% from 3.
Oh, he's for sure shooting that. He hasn't been shooting good since he came back from the
But that's what I'm saying. He's hurt. I'd rather him get in a rhythm.
This is not my This is not him. It's not that. This is somebody else.
I'd rather Gabe. He's
shooting 29.6% from the 3.
Bro,
his name
I'm off of, and he's only whatchamacallit? My fault. No, that's my fault. That's Jared Vanderbilt. He's shooting 10%.
We're calling this man Gabriel Vincent from now on.
And I'm not gonna lie, he's chucking up almost 3 threes a game. He's shooting 2.5.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I need Gabe to find a rhythm.
1.
Once Gabe finds a rhythm, he's good. I know he gonna knock it down. I'm straight. I'm good. But he gotta build a rhythm.
He
Bro,
got
that's
to
crazy.
first before he can find anything, though. Ed.
I got a hot take about the Lakers season.
Go ahead.
Fire Darvin Ham.
Bro, why do everybody want to fire Darvin Ham?
His rotations is ass. I'm
Who does
tired of
he have?
watching Lakers games.
Who you gonna
explain-
rotate? I'm gonna be honest. What's
I
the
don't know.
rotations? What's the ideal
It's
rotation?
about-
What's the
it's
ideal
about-
rotations for the Lakers? I'm just curious to hear this. I'm not gonna lie. What is the ideal rotation for the Lakers?
Honestly, the ideal rotation is not any of the people that's on the team right now.
Claude, bro.
Bro, what?
Be honest.
This is Lakers fans,
Bro,
bro.
Honestly,
This is Lakers
if I
fans.
really
Did this not happen?
If I really had it my way,
Claude,
have
we
good
in
to
the
you.
if I
playoffs
had it my way,
now.
if Brown had me at the GM, it'd be him and Kyrie out there.
We in the playoffs now, Claude. Talk about the playoffs right now. What
Okay,
is
I'm
your
talking about the playoffs.
ideal
I'm talking
lineup for the
about it.
Lakers?
I'm gonna talk about it. The Lakers are first round exit. They're gonna be an exciting story to play in. They're gonna play.
If they play Denver, I won't be. If they play Denver, I won't be surprised if it's a first round exit. If they play OKC, they win it.
It's gonna be a sweep.
Ooh.
If they play
They're gonna
OKC
get
first
Brown
round,
out
they
of
win
there
it.
first. They're gonna get Brown out of there first. I'm just saying, I'm a Laker fan. They're gonna get
I'm
Brown
not
out
gonna
of
lie.
there first.
I'm not gonna lie. Ev got a point because the Lakers are 3-1 in that OKC series. They won 3 games against OKC in a year.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like if they play Denver, sure, I can see what y'all mean by that whole first round exit. But if they play OKC, they're probably going to the conference finals if they play OKC the first round, bro.
So you think?
Oh,
Brown
I don't
gonna
know
lose
about that one.
You think Brown gonna lose that first game against the Pelicans?
They might. They might.
To play Steph in the second playing game?
They might.
Nah.
They might.
Nah.
Bron an old head. He looking long term. He ain't looking that right now. He looking long term.
Long term, that's a bad move, brother.
I do want to challenge that theory because we know that this is basketball. So you gonna put that in the hands of your team to try and beat the Warriors?
That's what I'm saying. That's a bad move.
Yes.
I'm just saying in the sense of like, bro, that's dependent, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's still a bad strategy a little bit, bro.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. Like I'm taking my chances against the Warriors before I take my chances against Denver.
Bron is.
You gotta stop looking at Denver, bro. Like they just is like unstoppable.
I'm not looking at Denver like they some unmovable force. But who's more movable, the Warriors or Denver?
No, I hear you. I hear you on that. 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 But what I'm saying is, if motherfucking AD pull his goddamn lateral knee joint or something like that,
See,
in the
bro,
goddamn.
now you're saying all of this. See,
I'm just saying, but we know that happened. Do we not know that happened?
Bro, you feel
This
me?
nigga AD wake up on the wrong side of the bed, got a kink in his neck. He can't play, bruh. My shoulder,
It's crazy, bro.
my tooth hurt. I can't shoot the ball.
Hey, I'm pretty sure. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, how many games AD played more than 65 games this year,
He
right?
played 78 or 76, something like that.
He played most of the season.
Come on, bro.
He did.
And guess what? This is the first year that we've seen him play most of the season in a minute. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not a good thing because we don't know if he's gonna be able to still keep it up in the playoffs.
Bro,
But all I'm saying is AD was there every game last year, and he still got cooked by Jokic.
He was lazy. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Thank you, Rand. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Westbrook caught a lot of slack for that, bro. He caught a lot of slack for AD being lazy, bro.
We're not talking about Westbrook, bro.
No.
We're not talking about
that. I'm on that, bro. I'm on that. I want the Lakers to lose. I'm a Laker hater, and I wish B was in here. I'm a Laker hater. No, we're not doing that.
We still got to talk about the Eastern Conference,
That's
bro.
cool.
We're not talking about Westbrook, bro.
We're gonna move to the East because Westbrook was in the East running shit too. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But at the end of the day, you feel me? We're gonna get it rocking, sucking, roboting. The Lakers is also bad, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, AD is gonna get cooked by any big. That nigga's lazy.
The last time since we moving over to the Eastern Conference and West was in the East for 1 year? How many times? Well, hold on. How many times has Russ gotten out the first round without KD?
We're not hearing that. That's a different topic. We talk about the previous
topic.
We talk about it now. We talk about the East now.
We talk about the East
now. We said we talk about the East now. Right?
Okay, now we talking about the East.
Transition. Click the button on the slideshow. Transition over.
All right. Let's transition. Hey, Claude, I want you to answer this one first.
Do y'all think any of these teams that's a playing team is like a good team or a title contender?
In the East, yeah. I'm gonna say in the East, we got the Heat with playoff Jimmy. We can't
I think
discount
Heat,
that.
yeah.
I do the same.
You can't discount that. And in the 76ers, the 76ers are still a good team. They were contenders. I'm gonna be honest with you. They were
I'm
contenders.
not.
So I'm not
I'm
gonna
not.
act like they what's the name? Like I'm not gonna act like they're the greatest thing since like bread. I'm not saying it at all. But what I am gonna say is that they are contenders and they were contenders.
I would say the way that the Lakers have been playing basketball as of late after the All-Star break. No. If we being real, you said.
No.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead. Go ahead.
You said any of the playing teams. You said any of the playing teams. The Lakers in the West. I can't discount. I can't discredit Jimmy and the Heat.
They made it as a playing
I
team
want.
last year.
I want Joel to be successful, but he has shown that he does not show up when needed the most sometimes.
That's true.
And it has bitten his team in the butt multiple times.
That's
Go
true.
ahead, Clyde.
So those are the three teams I can see making a deep playoff run that are in the play-in right now.
Go ahead, Clyde. Go ahead.
I personally myself, like I feel like this. If any of these teams were good enough, and I think Miami last year changed my opinion on this because I always felt like this. If any of them teams was good enough, they would have been a higher seed. And in my opinion, I feel like without the play-in tournament, then if I'm not mistaken, the Kings, the Warriors, and
Bulls
the
and Hawks.
Clippers gonna be in. They wouldn't be in.
No, they wouldn't.
So I like the play in, but I don't like how it gives certain fan bases, especially like I'm a Lakers fan. It gives niggas hope that you could win something. Like
The Lakers is the AC.
The
The
Lakers is the
Lakers is the
AC though.
AC. They would have made it in. The Pelicans and the Lakers would have made it in.
they would have made it in, but we made it in by the hairs of our chinny chin chin, like in a
Did
rip.
they make it in or did they make it in?
I don't see it happening. Like I said, I just don't see it happening. Like
Okay.
what happened with Miami last year was great as a playing team to make it to the NBA Finals. I just don't see that same scenario happening.
And Miami was an 8 seed last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It was in the play-in.
But they were
the AC,
already an
the
8
seven,
seed
the
though.
7 and 8 seed are in the play-in. So
They
the
was in the
Sixers
play-in.
and the Heat
They was
would have made it.
I'm asking, was they in the play-in? Was Miami in the play-in last year?
They were the AC.
They were the 8th
But they were
seed,
playing.
period though.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. As a play-in team, can
Claude,
they do a finals?
Claude,
That's
you're not.
my whole point.
I don't think you're hearing your own point because you're saying you don't like the play-in, but the playoffs in general
No,
is
I said
always
I
one
do
through
like the
8.
play-in.
Hold on, Claude, hear me out.
Hold on, correction. Hold on.
Hear me out.
Correction. The Heat were a 7 seed last year.
As a play-in,
Claude, are you hearing your own point?
I am, but y'all not hearing me.
Okay, go ahead, explain it again.
As a play-in team, I like the play-in tournament. But as a team, I feel like what happened to Miami last year is not going to be the norm. I don't feel like play-in teams, they're a good story. I don't feel like play-in teams are necessarily championship contenders.
Got you.
I feel like there are other teams that's at the top of the bracket or at the top of the standings that have worked this whole entire season to build up a championship resume.
Claude, I'm gonna tell you something from last year, bro.
Like, I don't think Boston is getting beat in the second round.
Claude, hear me out. Please hear me out. Please hear me out. The Knicks were a 4 seed last year. Nobody thought of them as a championship competitor. They are a 2 seed now. Do you still feel like they are a championship competitor?
No.
Okay, so what are the top of the standings talking about? And then you're also talking about the play-in. They were a 7 seed, and 1 through 8 always. Hold on, Claude. Before the play-in, 1 through 8 was going to the playoffs. They were a 7 seed last year, so the play-in has nothing to do with the point you're trying to make.
Is any of those playing teams a championship contender?
We just gave you 2. We just gave you 3, but I'll say
So
2
you
for
said,
sure.
no.
Hold on.
You said, one of y'all said the Sixers, another person said the Lakers.
I said the Sixers.
The question was about what teams in the play-in.
So just to clarify, one person said the Sixers, one person said the Lakers.
That was the question that needed to be answered. That was the question.
And what percentage do y'all think they were gonna make the NBA Finals?
Who?
What percentage? Those two teams.
The Sixers and the Heat.
No,
Uh,
Sixers and the Lakers.
We said
I
the
said the
Heat too.
Sixers and the Heat for the
Okay,
East.
the Sixers and Heat. I like the Heat.
So the Heat are playing. If the Heat, whoever wins out of the Sixers and Heat playing game, the Knicks they'll play the Knicks. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't actually really. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really paid attention to the East for real. But I'm still taking playoff Jimmy over what the Knicks got.
Okay, let me jump in here, bro. Because you talked about Clyde, you talked about last year with the Heat, but the Heat definitely did the same thing the year before, right? They wasn't in the play-in, but they definitely went to the NBA Finals the year before, right? Am I blanking on that?
And they beat the
No,
and
they
they
didn't.
beat
No,
the,
no, 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 no. They didn't go to the NBA Finals the year before. The year before they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were like a 1 or 2 seed that year.
But all I'm saying is
2020 is what you're thinking about.
Yeah, when they were in the COVID.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is Jimmy Butler has shown us countless times that regardless of however they perform throughout the regular season, he gonna show up in the playoffs every time. So I'm out of all of the playing teams, I'm taking him specifically off of the strength of what he did last year when he swept
he swept the Bucks.
He swept the Bucks, and then he beat the Celtics, and then who else did they beat?
He beat the Sixers. No. He didn't beat the Sixers. The Boston Celtics beat the Sixers.
He beat the Hawks.
No.
The Hawks was still playing. Let me look at this.
No, he didn't beat the Hawks.
Yeah, they played the play-in. They played the play-in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about second round though.
So they beat Miami. I mean, Miami beat Milwaukee. Then they beat New York. And then they beat Boston.
That's what it was.
Man.
And they beat and the series went Miami 4-1, Miami 4-2 against New York, and Boston and Miami was a 7-game series. And we already know what the fuck happened in the finals.
I'm taking Jimmy buckets in the playoffs every time, bro. Every time. Even if they don't make this year, I know for a fact they're getting out the play-in, and I can at least, for me, I'm guaranteeing at least a second round appearance.
I can see that. Well.
Yeah.
I want to give Boston some hope, but I don't trust them. But if they end up playing Boston in the first round, that'll be tough.
Okay.
I don't think he will lose to 76ers.
Yeah, so they're going to end up playing the Knicks.
So they're gonna play the Knicks. If they beat the Knicks, then they're playing the Bucks or the Pacers. And I'm gonna be honest with you,
the way
Bucks is a little bit of scary hours. So the Pacers is on for Tyrese. So go ahead, Claude. My fault.
I said, Randle back.
I think he out for the season. If I'm correct.
Who out? Who?
Julius Randle.
Yeah, he is out. He out for the season.
Yeah, he out for the rest of the season. Yeah.
But Jalen Brunson been going crazy.
That's cool. That's cool. But like,
he had 60 against San Antonio and still lost.
Like DiVincenzo, OG, Josh Hart. Like that's cool, but I don't think that they gonna really just go crazy in a 7-game series. Like, especially against the Heat. They scrappy for sure, but it's a battle of heart for sure. But I don't know
how scrappy can you be in a playoff series.
That's what I'm saying. Like
without getting hurt.
And then on top of that, you gotta have. He got some pieces, bro.
So you said they were what?
I said Brunson gonna have to have a really good playoff run.
Brunson gonna have to average. He gonna have to average 30 plus.
I don't see him not being able to do that. But I think if they play the Heat, it's cookies.
Every game, though, it's different every game.
So who y'all playing the same? So how the playoffs looking for y'all then? Like in terms of seeding and all of that. So how the playoffs looking for y'all then? Like in terms of seeding and all of that.
I mean, my final prediction, I feel like Boston's gonna make the finals out East, and I feel like in the West, I don't really have like I'm gonna stand 10 toes on these niggas type of prediction. I just got a feeling I feel like maybe the Clippers will get hot in the playoffs. Whoever
That's
You
a
said
great.
what?
That's a
whoever out of
great take.
whoever out of
That's
the
a great take.
Clippers series, I feel like it's gonna make the Western Conference Finals at least. Whoever went out the Clippers Mavericks, that's my call.
So who are you saying is coming out of the West?
I don't want to make I don't want to make a pick that I gotta stand on.
Stand on business. Stand on business.
I don't
Stand
want
on
to do that,
business.
but if I'm standing on business, fuck it. I'm riding with Luka Magic, man.
What?
Fuck it. Luka to the finals, man. Yeah, I'm Charles Barkley in this motherfucker. I'm
Boo.
Charles Barkley.
Boo.
Give me the bus driver. Give me the bus driver. Give me the bus driver. I don't want the niggas on the bus. I want the bus driver. That's what Luka is. He a bus driver. He
Bro,
about 35 a game.
I'm gonna
35
keep
a
it
game.
100. Hold on. Let me
35 a game.
Hold on. This now we finna do an audible. This the stand on business take. If we stand on business, I'm taking the Suns to beat the Mavs. Right now.
Huh?
To beat the
I'm
who?
standing on business.
Right?
To beat
Wait,
who?
what? Wait,
I'm
what?
taking the Suns to beat
Bruh, all right,
the
now they just
Mavs.
talking. They just talking. They just talking.
I'm taking the Suns
They just
Wait,
talking. They just
the
talking.
Darren,
Mavs.
let me ask this question. Duran, when are the Suns going to beat the Mavs? In what round?
They play the first round.
Hey,
No,
Ren, that's
brother.
not it, soldier.
Brother,
No, they don't.
it's
They don't.
It's Clippers Dallas first round.
Oh, I'm tripping. My bad.
That was not it. That wasn't it. Hey,
My
if you
boy was
saved them,
hype.
you
Stand
saved them.
on business.
You
Stand on
saved them.
business.
I'm taking the Suns. KD, Devin Booker, in four. The
Hey,
Valley.
my
The
bad.
He sound like
Valley.
Charles Barkley that one time when they asked him to say 2 words. That's what he talked. He said a whole sentence.
My bad. Hey, my bad. Move on.
You go, I got Orlando going
Nah,
to the
stand on
Western
business,
Conference
brother.
Finals.
Stand on business.
I got
That's your team.
Orlando going to
So
the
Hey, my
Western
bad.
Conference Finals.
Hey, my bad, bro.
He
My
made an
bad.
audible and threw
My
an
bad.
interception.
threw a straight punt, an arm punt. Whoosh. Threw an arm punt. That's crazy.
The audible. Turn it on
Hey,
first
my
down.
bad.
Audible said punt.
Hey, I could be toxic, bro. I ain't gonna be toxic, bro. It's too soon, but I ain't gonna be toxic. I'm gonna just let that rock. I ain't gonna be toxic, but just know, Ren, that was a real Niner play.
So who? Oh wow, that's crazy.
Bro, come on, bro.
That's
Relax.
crazy.
Relax, bro. Relax.
All for OG.
VA to
My
Vegas.
fault.
Crazy.
VA to Vegas. Vegas.
Relax, bro.
Hold on. So Ram, who you got? What's your finals prediction?
Niners in the Super Bowl.
My finals prediction. I think I'm gonna take even though I just said what I said about Jokic, I'm definitely taking the Nuggets and the Celtics.
Okay.
That's the safe answer, but I think it's the most realistic from just surveying the field.
Safe ass pick. Safe ass.
So what about you, Dan? What you got? I already know who you got coming out the West. Bro.
So it's gonna be Big Brother versus the Celtics. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I want the Bucks to do well. It's scary hours for them, bro. So I think that the Celtics just got a straight shot, bro.
So the Celtics and then you what? Of course, the Clippers coming out of the West.
They coming out the West with a fresh fade. 16 games, all in 4. Straight 16 games. 4.
I need you to make an actual prediction.
4. Hey, 4. We winning it in 16 games.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
16.
You're winning the championship and you have to win 16 games.
So we winning with 16. 16. 4. What's 4 squared? 16. On some real. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If the Clippers can make it, if they make it to the Western Conference, they win. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest though. I can see just how the league has been going so far, bro. I think the Thunder actually might really take it for real. They might take it to the finals. Like they might get there. because they got to play whoever wins the play-in, and then they got to play the Clippers or the Mavericks. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the Clippers or the Mavericks are not really like the toughest teams to face in the West. So they still, and they a young team already, and they don't got to play nobody crazy for real. Like they don't got to play no Timberwolves. They don't got to play the Nuggets. So it's a bloodbath for that 3-6 and that 2-7 seed. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bloodbath there. So the Thunder probably gonna be the most rested, but if I'm being serious, I think the Thunder have a real good shot though.
I feel like whoever playing the playing team, I feel like that's faking an advantage because like you playing the team that you don't really know who you gonna play until the night before. If you playing the playing team, like you really don't know who you're gonna play until the night before, the 2 days before. I feel like that's a disadvantage. If you
How is it a disadvantage? How is it a disadvantage?
It's not a disadvantage because you still get you know you
You
gonna play
rested.
teams.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, but everybody else, like whoever 3 to 6, know who exactly who they're playing. They know exactly who they're playing. They don't
3,
got
6, 4, 5 do know what they're playing. Yeah.
They know exactly who they're playing. You, as a top seed, 1 or 2 seed, you don't know until Tuesday, and then you gotta play the playoffs. What, on Wednesday or Thursday?
No,
No, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out on Wednesday who you playing because
you
the
find out
winner of
Thursday. I thought Thursday.
no. What I'm saying is after Wednesday night, you're gonna know who you playing because it's gonna be the winner of the 9th or the 10th. It's gonna be either the Kings or the Warriors, whoever win, and then it's gonna be the Pelicans or the Lakers, whoever win. And so on Wednesday, you just gonna know out of those two teams.
I thought it was a 2 day. I thought it was a 2 day gap between both games. So Tuesday and Thursday were the games, right?
No, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
No, you good. You good. You good.
So when does the actual playoffs start?
The
The
actual
20th.
playoffs start on the 20th. This
So on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep, that's up on Saturday.
So Darren, you said you got Clippers.
Clippers or Thunder making it out the West.
Okay. But who are you taking?
And fuck the Clips. Number 4.
So you got Clippers in Boston?
Yes, sir.
That's an underrated series. Clippers versus Mavericks. That's a really underrated series.
No, it's not underrated. That's what
Everybody's talking about
looking
that.
at. Everybody talking about that.
Everybody know that.
I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I'm gonna keep it.
I truly
I
feel
think
like
that's all dependent on the Kawhi we get, bro. Like, is Kawhi gonna drop 40 and then his knee gonna be hurt?
I'm gonna be honest. That's not the answer. That's not the answer, bro. It's not even that. It's more about how does PG Harden and Westbrook play. I'm gonna be honest. Kawhi is Kawhi, so if he play, he play. But Westbrook played well when Kawhi stopped playing in that Phoenix Sun series. And then on top of that, now you got Harden and you got PG. So if PG don't perform, PG has been, I'm not gonna lie, shooting us in the foot. I'm gonna be honest. He's been shooting us in the foot. He's been shooting horrible splits at the worst times. And so I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like we, as the Clippers, bro, our biggest thing is that we just shoot the ball, bro. Like we just shoot the ball. It's more games where we end up with like 2-10 splits or 3-8 and some crazy splits, bro. And so like that's the thing that's going to make us lose that series and lose in the playoffs is the fact that we can't get the ball in the hoop. We one of the best 3-point shooting teams, but we also the veriest. Like it's kind of crazy. So like I don't even think that it's dependent on Kawhi because like at the end of the day, if Kawhi play, that's cool. If he don't play, yeah, it's going to affect us. But Kawhi is only one dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it's how the other people around the Clippers play. Like if they don't play good, bro, it's bad. Like Kawhi can have a good game and we still lose. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. I was finished my
Got a question real quick. Since we're talking about the NBA playoffs, how do y'all feel about Milwaukee?
Darren been saying it the whole time. They've been playing bad basketball.
Work hours.
Like I'm
Every
not
hour.
gonna lie. Milwaukee, that it make me feel like they shouldn't have traded Drew Holiday.
I'm gonna be honest, they shouldn't have fired Adrian Griffin. That's what it is.
They shouldn't have fired. Since we're talking about the NBA playoffs, how do y'all feel about Milwaukee?
Darren been saying it the whole time. They've been playing bad basketball.
Work hours.
Like I'm
Every
not
hour.
gonna lie. Milwaukee, that it make me feel like they shouldn't have traded Drew Holiday.
I'm gonna be honest, they shouldn't have fired Adrian Griffin. That's what it is.
They shouldn't have fired Adrian Griffin, but I don't feel like they should have traded for. They should have traded for Dame.
I ain't
Nah,
gonna
I'm
lie.
saying that Dame is necessarily hurting the team, but he ain't necessarily helped the team.
I
Like
don't agree with that take.
I like in the way Drew Holiday kind of helped the team. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like in some way format you should have probably kept Drew Holiday. And if you're gonna trade for Dame, I would have traded Chris Middleton instead of Drew Holiday. But I don't know. That's me.
He helped them defensively, 1000%. But when you came to the playoffs, Drew Holiday wasn't shooting any type of good splits at all.
I
Because
mean,
he
That's
was
true.
shooting them in the
but
foot
he
on the
got
offensive end
on
where
the
they wasn't
defensive
getting no
end,
production.
in the defensive end, he made up for a lot of that offensive improduction.
I get it, bro, but like he was making up for it himself in the sense of the one-on-one matchup that he had to take on. He wasn't making it up for the entire team. It was times where Chris Middleton would have got cooked, Robert Covington would have got cooked. They brought Brook Lopez out the paint so he couldn't play his block-to-block defense that like he normally does. Like it was other aspects of that defense that just weren't like
I don't know.
good. Chris
I
Middleton
don't,
was hurt.
I don't know, bro. I just feel like coach, like identity wise, I feel like a part of the Milwaukee Bucks identity when it was winning championship or when they won that championship was they had a defense, was they had a defensive identity.
Yes, but Chris
And
Middleton was also playing
Chris
like
Middleton had to add to that. He did. He did. Chris
he
Middleton.
was play, I'm not talking about on the defensive end though.
He
I'm
was
talking
playing
about
great offensively.
he was playing at an all NBA level in the playoffs. That's why they won.
He was. That's very true.
That's what I'm saying.
I
And he's
feel.
not been
That's
playing
why I
like that.
said. I feel like personally, I don't think they should have traded Drew Holiday in that scenario.
But he
If that's
who is you
scenario,
gonna trade then?
Chris Middleton.
He plays both ends of the court.
I trade Chris Middleton.
He plays both
You gonna
ends of the
trade
court.
your best
Yes.
the wing player, your second best wing player?
Yes. Yes. For the nigga that's helping Boston right now, yes.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie. That's not a good.
he was their best wing player at
I'm
I'm
that
gonna be
not.
time.
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would much rather have Drew Holiday on my team as opposed to Boston. If I'm trying to contend for a championship, Drew Holiday is helping out Boston a tremendous amount in value. I would much rather have that on my team as opposed to having to go play that.
I bet you Drew Holiday, because when he was with the Bucks, he had to take probably 15 shots. I guarantee you Drew Holiday is taking anywhere between 8 to 10 shots a game. Darren, if you can look it up. They
He
have
is good.
Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown scoring the ball.
That's not my point. My point is you put Dame with Drew Holiday. Is he taking 15 shots a game?
Drew Holiday. You said wait, say that again. Say that
Drew
again.
Holiday is shooting anywhere between 8 to 10, maybe 12 shots a game, right?
No, I'm talking about Cloud's point. I'm talking about Cloud's point.
You put Dame with Drew Holiday, he's not taking 15 shots a game.
I understand that.
And then also on top of that,
Now he might have to. I ain't gonna lie. He might have to.
The problem, huh?
He might have to because then he's gonna take over Chris Middleton's role.
I mean, the problem with the Milwaukee Bucks, honestly, is just they can't run the pick and roll like they really want to.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
That Dame Giannis pick and roll is not the shit that we thought it was gonna be.
I'm gonna be honest. I've seen somebody break that down, and I'm gonna be real. It's because Giannis don't know how to run it. Because when he was running it with Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday wasn't a shooter for real. So like they was running it a very specific way where Giannis was the first option on that pick and roll. Giannis is getting the ball 90%. But now you got somebody who can shoot off that mug. Like Giannis can't do what he normally do, which is I'm just gonna bump on that screen and I'm going straight to the rim, throw that bitch up there. Like you're not getting that.
I'm gonna keep it, bro.
So it's not like Giannis is stretching the floor either. So if they run that Dame Giannis pick and roll, it's they gonna nullify that real quick.
We don't need Giannis to stretch the floor. That's the whole purpose.
That's the point. That's the point that's happening is that Giannis is trying to run to the paint and they just stepping up on Dame because he's running to the paint. So now at this point, Dame don't get that shot. So now it's easier to play the pick and roll when I know that Giannis is dropping instantaneously. All right, we just gonna stop. We're gonna try to deny that pass. And Dame is trying to score. That's the whole point of they doing that pick and roll. So the whole point of that pick and roll is like, okay, if they want to stop Giannis, we have a shooter. But Dame isn't able to shoot because
I got a question for Claude then. Are you trying to say, Claude, are you trying to say that Dame being on this Bucks team isn't a You don't consider them to be a championship team? Like,
I don't think it's a good fit like everybody thought it would be.
but do you not think that they can't win a championship?
With the current situation that's around them, no.
I disagree there. I think that they could win a championship.
I
I
feel like
think
they
that
got the
when
talent
you
to,
talk,
but I feel like they'll never realize it.
say it again.
I feel like they have the talent to, but I feel like it'll never get realized. Like you got Doc Rivers as a coach.
It's the first year. I'm gonna be honest. It's the first year, bruh. So we can't even really one-to-one say that. But going into Ev's point, I do want to give Ev his point of like Drew Holiday is shooting 5 shots a game. So
He
like,
don't need to do more than 5 shots.
But he also is playing with Jason Tatum and Jordan and
And
Jason
Kristaps
Tatum, Jaylen
Porzingis.
Brown, and Chris
he's
and
shooting
Chris.
the same amount of shots that Derek White is shooting.
Bro, did I not just say that? All he has to
But
focus on is
he
defense.
plays with 3 other niggas that scoring about 20 points a game. 20
Brother,
points a game.
Claude, this is why I say you don't understand my point. Claude, this is why I say you're not understanding my point. You trade for no, Claude, please just hear me. You trade Drew Holiday or Chris Middleton. It don't matter who you trade, one of them gonna have to take some type of like 10 to 15 shots a game with Dame and Giannis. One of them gonna have to. Drew Holiday was not shooting good at all. So whatever he made up on the defensive end was a one-on-one matchup. You have to trade that. Chris Middleton was playing team defense. I'm not saying that he like Drew Holiday can't play team defense because he can. He's a great defender.
He's not
Chris
guarding 1
Middleton
through
was
5.
Chris Middleton was giving me defense and offense.
50,
Efficient
40, 90.
offense.
50, 40, 90 splits.
50, 40, 90 splits, bro. Like
So
I'm trading Drew. So it's gonna be Drew or Chris Middleton at that time. If you look at it in hindsight, sure, you can say Drew Holiday. But like you said, like I've been trying to say, Drew Holiday is only taking 5 shots because you have Jason Tatum, all NBA, Jaylen Brown, all NBA, Kristaps Porzingis has been playing at an all-star level-ish at the second half of the season. So it's like
I didn't hear your
I
argument.
understand what you're saying, but they're not asking Drew Holiday to do anything else but play defense. So that's why he looks so great
and
right
and
now.
if we hold on, and I'm gonna be honest, we're forgetting about Derek White, who is another great defender. So he don't even have to worry about playing defense at the highest level all 48 minutes.
Bro, like, come on. No, that's all they have to worry about doing is playing
No,
defense at the
what I'm
highest
saying
level.
is that if Drew Holiday gets hired, right, you go, okay, we putting Derek White in. If we
No,
just
but
stuff in
they
a great
start.
defender for
They
another great,
start.
no,
Wait,
but what I'm saying is that if you have Drew Holiday, right,
I got you.
and he gets hired, go ahead, Claude.
Missing in? I think what is the missing piece for the Bucks?
A good coach.
In a way, y'all proving Cloud's point. Cloud's whole point was you should not trade Drew Holiday to the Celtics because of what he provided. So are y'all saying that it wasn't a good
All
trade?
it did is make the
Are y'all saying
Celtics
it was a
stronger.
good trade?
All it did is make the
Y'all saying?
Celtics stronger. If you being honest, all it did is make the Celtics stronger.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but it doesn't matter who you trade at that point,
If
is
you
what
run
I'm
in the
saying.
If you
What I'm
run,
saying is if I'm the Bucks, I'm gonna choose somebody who can. You said what, Clark?
I said if you run in a team that you're trying to win a championship with, you don't want to make the other teams in your conference stronger. Am I not right? Wrong? Am I not wrong about that?
Claude, I never said that you was wrong about that. I'm not alluding to that point. This is why I'm saying you're not hearing what I'm saying, bro. You're just talking over me. Like, hear what I'm saying. I never said that them trading Drew Holiday to Boston was terrible. I said them trading Drew Holiday was good because he was not shooting the ball good or efficiently at all. Chris Middleton was playing good defense and shooting the ball efficiently. I'm going to keep that player over the other player. That's all I said. I'm not arguing trading him to Boston. I never argued that point.
You preferably you saying basically trading that defense for offense, for more offense.
Yes, because that's what Milwaukee needed because Chris Middleton was hurt and Drew Holiday was not shooting the ball good.
And all I'm saying in my point is I feel like Drew Holiday, even though Chris Middleton had been there a little bit longer, he seemed to be like the heart and soul of that defense, along with Giannis.
I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
arguing any of that. This is what I'm saying. You're not hearing me. I'm not arguing that.
And no, you're not hearing me. I don't disagree with your point. Like that's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying I disagree with it, but I'm saying in my perspective, like if I had to be running the Milwaukee Bucks and we get to this point and I'm looking back at the season, damn, I wish I had more defense. Especially on
Yeah,
the
but
perimeter.
you can't score the
Especially on the
ball.
perimeter, because you try to supplement that perimeter defense, that lack of perimeter defense by getting Patrick Beverly. So
Okay, and is Patrick Beverly
what's
a
a
bad
better
defender?
version of Patrick Beverly? If I'm not mistaken, what's a better version, a way better version of Patrick Beverly?
They weren't going to be able to keep Drew Holiday without getting better offense, so they had to substitute that by getting a free agent or a trade during the season. They weren't going to get Dame. They weren't going to get offense if they didn't trade Drew Holiday, bro. It
I
wasn't
don't
going to
know.
happen.
I feel like if I'm Milwaukee, anything without a championship this season or anything less than the NBA Finals is considered a failure.
I don't think so.
Not this year.
I'm gonna say I don't think so, and the only reason why is because and you asked the question of what do the Bucks need? The Bucks needed a good coach, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand why they fired Bud, like Mike Budenholzer, because he took them to the championship. He took them to the
Nobody's saying that.
championship,
Nobody's saying that.
and then after that, then they fired him, and they got Adrian Griffin, who had them in what the first seed, I believe, for the majority of his time. If not the
No,
first seed, they was in the top three. They was in the top three for a
top
minute.
three because
They didn't,
Boston been running.
they didn't
Top three.
really change from a coaching perspective, bro.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They went from Adrian Griffin to Doc
I'm talking
Rivers, and
about in terms of rankings. Like they're still third seed right now.
you lost your. So, and I made this point when it happened immediately. I'm like, why would you switch your coach at the halfway point of the season and you have a whole new player, a superstar player? You have a new superstar player. So now you have to figure out not only as Doc Rivers, right? You come into the situation. Now I got to figure out a system for this team, figure out what they ran previously. Now I got to also figure out how I'm going to get Damian Lillard. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Doc has ever had a Dame. He had a Chris Paul, but he ain't had a Dame. So now you got to scheme around a Dame. Then you got to screen. You got a Giannis who's like, I can see that he's familiarity with that. But like, okay, now you got a Giannis Dame. You got a Brook Lopez. You got Chris Middleton. Like, I don't think Doc knows how to handle those pieces. So now you got to deal with that. And you got the playoffs coming up in like 2 months. They needed to keep Adrian Griffin and let that rock. That's the reason why the Bucks are having the failure that they're having is because they're having a coaching change. And in that coaching change, you also have a superstar from another team that plays a completely different dynamic than what your new coach is used to.
That superstar from other teams already mentioned that he really not really feeling Milwaukee. He said it's already like a lonely place. Like Dame really not even in a good mental headspace. So
That's true.
Not
That's
only
true.
that, you changed the head coach for the All-Star break, right before the All-Star break. Now, you know what I mean, you're doing a lot of these changes, and it really wasn't working out before you changed the head coach between Dame and Giannis as far as the combo.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a failure of a season. To me, it's a failure of a season, bro. What were the expectations for the Bucks coming into the season?
To win a
For
championship.
surely win the championship.
It's a failure, bro.
It's a failure. Like that's all I'm saying. I think this season is a failure for the Bucks.
It's a failure.
No other way to look at it.
We can't change our expectations.
I think that it's listed as a failure in a black and white, but then you also have to look into why it was a failure. And then in that sense, like it's kind of hard. It's like the Lakers, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's like the Lakers. When you have what the Lakers had in the bubble, and then you end up getting rid of the whole team, and only 2 players is left from that original team that won the championship, you're not going to win another championship. It's hard. I don't know why the bubbles. Shout out to balloons. But yeah, like that's going to be hard to do. So like, yeah, you can be like the Lakers are technically now considered a failure because they don't have they just won a championship and now they don't have a championship now. They're in an AC. They were just a 10th seed like what 2 weeks ago.
I think on paper, people seeing the Dame Giannis combo as like one of the next great guard big combos.
For sure. But I think that there's a lot more behind that though.
It hasn't worked out like that. Like just
and I think that time will tell and time will be able to let that rock. But I don't consider it a failure in the sense that everything else that happened, but between that makes it not a failure. It is a failure. It's not just a atrocity failure. Like it's not an atrocious failure.
When I watch Bucks game, it don't feel like Dame and Giannis kind of even know how to play with each other yet. Like at certain times where Giannis is taking a back seat, which is crazy because it's his team, and he trying to like, oh, Dame, get off.
All right.
Like Dame trying to get Giannis off. You know what I mean? It's
no
like
Diddy.
They don't really have no Diddy, but it feel like they don't really have that cohesion yet to where they could figure out who's gonna be the first option tonight, or who's gonna be the second option, who's gonna finish the game. They don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no real chemistry between the two superstars.
Last word, Ed. Last word.
Like I mean, it's a failure of a season. You know, it's just I don't want to look at the season in hindsight because everybody can look at every season in hindsight. But going into the season, we thought there was going to be a championship contending team, which they are. So if they don't win it, it's a failure.
All right. Okay. Before we quit it out because I gotta hop. Let's do a roundtable real quick. Who y'all think gonna win MVP?
It should be a clean sweep. I'm about to say it.
Jokic.
Serbian.
Clock.
Serbian.
Clock.
If I had an MVP vote, I'm gonna do Jokic like they did Brian. Man, I'm giving it to Luka.
Bro. All right. I'm going SGA.
That's good.
All right.
Only reason why I'm going Luka is because nigga averaging 35 right now.
33.
Right. Yeah. All right. All right. We gotta wrap it up. Hey, this was a good first podcast. Yeah, bro. Let's continue. Let's continue up the good work, man. I'm finna stop the recording.
This is good.
All right, y'all. I gotta.